my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. As he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 running. 15 running.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Got a man. That's Allison. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs, nothing. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Packers 14, Chiefs nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Watch the pass.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, he's going to air. Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Watkins, the intended receiver. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 80 seconds, me.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
50. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, it's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check, 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 check.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Smith catches left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's see what you got.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Smith, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a play.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Yellow, yellow. Right. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, Never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Here we go.
Throwing on second and 14. Rodgers, and that is incomplete here. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
6 guys. 88.
And again, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It'll be first and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. In the slot on the right is Graham.
Come off the ball.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here.
26. Mike's 59. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Hey, zoom. Watch the flag.
Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Packers from 3 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow. 50, Mike, 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Different story this time. Time around, we had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I don't need to.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Rashawn Gary in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
319.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
A give to Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Collect.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
Second down and 5 yards to go.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Davis now to return it. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them. Good and bad, but when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment, usually.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.